segment of our intermediate hip opener, shoulder, arm balance, back opener, sciatic, tightness, stiffness, all you name it. Using intermediate postures today, which is Firefly, Tittibhasana, but in the method of the Ashtanga Vinyasa intermediate second series, Nadi Sharpana family, which means it has an A, a B, and a C, which means it's hard, not easy. So first of all, you jump into Firefly and you hold that pose and you stand up and you hold the pose awkwardly with your hand wrapped up in the back as you're trying to stay grounded and balanced, not to face plank or fall. And then you walk. I call it like a crab walk, or other students of mine say the troll walk. Walking like a troll. And then you come back after the walk and now you move your ankle and your feet heel to heel, looking like, a duck foot, right? Open apart. And you again continue to squat or stand straight, and really by this time your thighs and your legs are burning and you're like wondering, why are you doing this? But you are there, and all you have is to stay breathing and meditating and making it through the end of it. Lastly, you come back into, yes, the beautiful Firefly, and then you float into Bakasana and shoot back, and yeah, that's it, I think. So I will demonstrate it once, and then we can talk about some of the ways that you can modify the pose when you're joining in the practice or when you're studying the practice on your own. So we usually do jump into it, and it does take time to jump into the Firefly. It's going to take a lot of mobility to wrap around your arm, to get right around the arms. It will take time, but everything here is breath, meditation, and bandhas. I think if you just continue to, practice that, you'll be fine. I'm going to step back real quick. I'm not going to walk big steps forward, just because I want to make sure I stay within the camera so you can see me. And here we are. Let's do it. So we're going to jump into it. And then sometimes you have to close your feet. Others, you can already lift up. 1, just a demonstration. 2, some of you can even move your feet up higher. 3, just stay here for the beginning. 4, you don't need to be so perfect. 5, because you have to stand up from there, leaving your hand there and standing up. I'm going to back up a little bit so that I can walk forward without losing your vision on the camera. So right here, I open my feet and I bring my hand to my back. I'm bending my knees sometimes, but if I'm already proficient, my knees don't need to bend. You just climb your hands higher up on your back, and you do bow your head in and hold everything in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathing equally. 5. You look up, and the walk should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the left foot goes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you take your hand in the front and you interlace it as your heels are moving in, and you tuck your head in. You place your right and left hand on the floor and you prepare for the C. And again, you'll release into Bakasana and then shoot back, which is, I'm further from the camera. So hopefully you got to see a little bit of that. The whole point is the A and the B and the C transition. The Bakasana we can work on in another level, but understanding that there's a lot of endurance and stamina that needs to evolve into that practice, just that sequence alone. So what are some ways that you can build your endurance and your stamina? One is don't get excited, because when you get excited, you lose focus on the breath. And second is to remain calm, even through the burning, even through the fatigue and the restlessness already of the legs and the arms and the mind, right? And the breath. As you can tell, it's very much an effect on cardio as well. So here's the way that I will instruct it as a beginner, or beginner in this part, right? Not beginner in yoga, because you wouldn't want to be doing this if you're a beginner in yoga. Inhale. Some of you can hop or jump in front. Good. Then, if you're really burning, just stay with your hands in the front and squeeze your shoulders down by your knee and just fold your head in. If this is all you can do, you're just wrapping your hands over. If you can't, what I mean is if you can't get it up here, okay? Because if you get it here and you start walking, you're going to, whoops, dive all the way forward. Better to be safe and just here. Now you look up and you go 1, 2, right? 3, keep everything engaged. 4, I'm really squeezing my shoulders inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Move your heel in as you're still holding everything together. If you feel tired, squat down a little bit and come back to sitting at the base of your elbow and leave your toes and foot on the ground. Once you find that you're collected and you're connected to your body, you can return to either here, or some of you, wherever you are. You want to mobilize yourself back so that you can bring the Bakasana and shoot yourself back, or walk or jump back to Chaturanga. What are some ways to really deepen that pose? I like to sit in Goddess Asana, and I just kind of bring my whole shoulders in, and I just sit like that. Sometimes I'll wrap around and just sit like that. When I feel like I'm getting stronger, I'll lift up my heel, move my hand on the back, and I just sit on my arms, lift the heel off the floor. Sometimes I'll just float and kiss the toe together. Sometimes I'll just stretch away and don't spread like this, because that's what's gonna go down on the ground. You gotta keep everything together, squeezing the shoulders, pinning the shoulders. Okay, that's what Bhuja is right about. So again, coming in, you want to pin the shoulders. You can keep it intact, don't spread. Good, and then your feet, and then again here. Then practicing squatting again, and just standing. Little by little, stretch your leg to stand more, and then go back, and again, practicing balancing, and then release. And you could sit down if you feel like you're really burning, and that's enough for you. Whew, my gosh. Just that one sequence purifies all the sweat and the heat, especially if you're really, really breathing well. Well, I hope that helped you and we had fun together. Aloha, namaste from Maui. See you on the mat for our lessons into Tittibhasana.